Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video we are going to be breaking down hometowns and I am going to give my finale predictions because no one knows how The Bachelor is going to end, but I think that I do. So we're gonna get all into it, but before we do that, you guys know the drill. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you never miss out on any future videos. We just hit 2,000 subscribers yesterday, so I am over the moon, and I figure we keep the momentum going and come back today with a brand new YouTube video, because the video I put up yesterday with all of the tea and gossip from Love is Blind is really trending right now. A lot of people are getting a good kick out of the skinny, and we'll be back later this week to recap the Love is Blind reunion, but for now, we need to talk about The Bachelor and hometowns, because last night's episode was so emotional and so heartbreaking. We have so many daddies, girls on our hands, which I love. I really enjoyed getting to know each of the girls and getting to know their families. I really like all four of them, to be completely honest. So let's just kind of go through each of them and talk about next week, starting with Susie, who got the first one-on-one date of the week. She brought Clayton home to her house in Virginia Beach, where she's from. And that one conversation that Susie had with her dad really just touched me when she was so concerned that her dad would not be able to make it to her wedding. I mean, like, I just love Susie so much, and I really feel like her connection with Clayton is really strong. However, I do not think that Susie is going to end up with Clayton, because if you watched the teaser for next week's Bachelor, Susie is like walking away on their dinner portion of the group date. Like, she's literally walking away. My prediction is that Susie is going to send herself home next week when she finds out that Clayton is in love with all of the women. So
I am in love with each of you, and I also was intimate with both of you.
We see in the teaser, Clayton says, I was intimate with both of you. I think that he's talking to Rachel and Gabby, and then I think Susie sends herself home before the rose ceremony after Clayton tells her that he also is in love with the other girl. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to tell Susie he's in love with all three of them on the dinner portion of the date. I think she freaks out. I think she leaves, and then I think she's going to become the next Bachelorette. Now, I know from sources that they are going to be shooting the next Bachelorette season in the next couple of weeks. So it's very possible that Susie has already been chosen and that she is getting prepared right now to shoot the next season. They are literally going into production in the next couple of weeks. So this is major. And if you guys saw Susie's one-on-one date a couple weeks ago in Vienna when she tried on all of the dresses, I think that was foreshadowing to see what Susie would look like in these future Bachelorette dresses. So Susie is my #1 pick for the Bachelorette, and Clayton ended up giving her a rose, so she's in the top 3. The next date of the week went to Gabby, who took Clayton to her hometown in Colorado. They went hiking, looked for bears. I mean, Gabby's relationship with her grandfather was so sweet. It really touched everybody. I am really close with my grandfather as well, even though he passed away like 5-6 years ago. But that relationship between a grandchild and a grandfather is just like the sweetest thing ever. And I just love seeing that side of Gabby. Now, I did want to pull up Gabby's Instagram right now because she posted a pretty long and cute caption. Gabby's one of my favorites on the show. I think she's going to be a star in Bachelor in Paradise because I'm convinced Rachel wins. But Gabby wrote, I feel so lucky to have been able to relive one of the best nights of my life for the second time tonight. I will never recover from my dad showing up for me like he did. He is the most important person in my life and has never missed an important event, dance lesson, performance, etc. I want to share every big event with him, so when I realized that it was him honking outside, my heart, my eyes swelled into gravity-shifting sighs. All of this emotion was multiplied by feelings of love, which you know is rare and exciting in itself. Gabby, I mean, if you think Susie pulled out your heartstrings, like, Gabby just did it 10 times more when her dad came out with like the signs. And obviously I personally think the producers wrote the signs for the dad. I'm not going to take away from Gabby and her dad's special moment. Gabby's dad was not able to be a part of the hometown date because he was being super precautious because of COVID at the time, but he still was able to be there and make up for it. And Gabby ended up getting the next rose of the night, scoring her a shot in the top 3 with Clayton as well. Since I am convinced that Clayton picks Rachel, I do believe what's going to happen with Gabby is that Clayton is going to say, you know, I slept with both of you, and then Gabby and Clayton are ultimately going to break up.
It's the most shocking and emotional ending ever.
think Gabby is going to be the first girl to walk down on the beach in Bachelor in Paradise. I think she's gonna have the trendiest outfits, and she is just going to be a star in Paradise, so I cannot wait to see her there. She is one of my favorites this season overall, and I truly believe that Gabby would look the best with Greg. However, we know that Greg is dating that model who lives in Paris, so there's no real chance if Greg is going to Bachelor in Paradise or not. I think if he does end up there somehow, I want him to be with Gabby. If not, I just don't know who I would ship Gabby with. So you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments who you would ship Gabby with. We're gonna skip over Serene and save her for the end because she ended up going home. Rachel's one-on-one date was really cute as well. Rachel took Clayton to her hometown in Florida. She was really trying to prepare Clayton for the wrath that is her father, but I don't think her father ended up being as intimidating as everyone thought he was going to be, or Clayton. Like, he really wasn't that bad. Rachel's brother is amazing too because he's gay, so we love that. A lot of people are wondering what's going on with Rachel's voice because she clearly lost it, and I'm just like, what's going on? So Rachel posted on her Instagram story about what happened with her voice. She posted a picture of herself with tissues in her nose, writing, "If you hear me talk tonight, you deserve financial compensation," which I think is absolutely hilarious. And I mean, listen, Rachel was sick, she lost her voice, and hopefully she gets it back next week. As far as Serene's date, and then I'll go over my finale predictions. Serene took Clayton to her hometown in Oklahoma. She met his brother, which Bachelor Nation fell in love with, but ultimately Clayton decided to send Serene home because he just had stronger connections with the other three ladies. And I mean, Serene is a real class act. I think she carried herself really well throughout the season. I am a huge Serene fan. I don't think she's going to be the Bachelorette because I think that's going to go to Susie, but I definitely can see Serene going to Bachelor in Paradise. And I ship her with Justin from Katie's season. If he goes to Paradise, which we know he probably is going to, I definitely ship Serene and Justin. And Serene also took to her Instagram to give us her little closing goodbye, and she said the sweetest thing ever. She says, "I didn't leave this with my person. At first, I thought I left empty-handed, but I left having learned how to give myself grace and let go of things not meant for me. I'm still learning and growing, but I know it's still out there for me, a person who will see me, my experiences, my scars, and my sunshine. It'll be exactly what he's waiting for, and I cannot wait to meet him." So sweet. So kind. We love Serene. What a great, solid final four. But now we are down to three: Rachel, Gabby, and Susie. And next week we have the Women Tell All on Monday, and then Fantasy Suites are going to be on Tuesday. And nobody knows how this season is going to end, because that is what Mike Fleiss tweeted when he put up the historic announcement, is that this season has remained unspoiled. No one knows how it's going to end, and it ain't over, is the famous tweet that Mike Fleiss tweeted. Him saying it ain't over leads me to believe that the season is not over, because I do not think that Clayton gets engaged on The Bachelor. I really do not. There's no final scene of Clayton with a ring, with a proposal, with that final, last shot where we see everyone get engaged in every teaser. There's none of that in the trailer. The main teaser we're seeing is the two girls, who are clearly Rachel and Gabby, breaking down when Clayton says that he slept with both of them, that he was intimate with both of them. So what I think happens is I think that Gabby and Clayton are going to break up. I think that Rachel and Clayton are going to temporarily break up, or she's just going to be like, I need more time. Then I think The Bachelor is going to shoot some extra scenes of Clayton trying to win Rachel back, like fly to her hometown or something. And then I think they ended up making things work. And I think that Clayton is going to propose to Rachel on the After the Final Rose special, which is going to be, I think, live in 2 weeks, not next week, the week after. And then I think Rachel and Clayton are going to live happily ever after. And I think they're still together. All of the girls have done podcast interviews this season, Susie, Gabby, and Rachel. And you can tell when Rachel is talking about Clayton and when she's talking about, her experience on the show, that she just has a different rapport about her than the other girls. She's a little bit more defensive of Clayton and her experience. So I just feel like that's a telltale sign that Rachel and Clayton have ended up together and that they are together. And it's going to be so dramatic of him proposing on After the Final Rose, but I think it will make good TV and it's going to be such a crazy ending. So I cannot wait to see what happens. Those are my finale predictions and a little hometown recap. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you agree with my theory, if you have any other theories on how you think this season is going to end. And that is all I have for you guys today. So let me know, subscribe to my channel before you guys go, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.